Well, good to see you. Are you ready to role play? Good to see you. Bonsoir. So it'll be fun here tonight. Who's representing who? No, it's not the black robe. This is the brown robe. Colors are a little off, but this is brown robe. It looks black, but you'll know the black robe because it has gold trim, and then you'll be oh shit, yeah. The black robe is pretty obvious. This is the brown. These two things will tell you always. If you can see these, you know this is the brown robe. So you're still not scared of no black robe. Oh, you guys have been playing really well. There have been times when I was like, oh boy, do I have to put this on? But you guys have played really well, so you'll have plenty of decisions to make tonight and some really great stuff. Usual suspects. There we go. Hey! Oh, my dearest friend. Hey, Zeke, how are you? Zickle 3 in the house. 86. General! One of my dearest friends. Still one of my closest friends, even though we live far apart. Feel that's the guy I'm gonna call if I need anything, or if he needs anything. I hope he knows that he's can call me too. But yeah, how have you been? Good to see you here. We gonna role play. Always good to see you here. But yes, please call Deep Easy. Love you, miss you. You gotta poop. Ah! Very well. Sounds good. Yeah, most you can have. He tried so hard to be the very first. Oh, here comes Emma. Emma's riding in. She's brought a little posse with her. All right. Emma's in. Yeah. Hey, how are you? How are you, gorgeous? Good to see you. Some of you maybe don't know this, but we're playing in Emma's land. It's Lorath, and this is a space created by Transmarsis that we're playing in now, and it's difficult to say. It's hard to say she's familiar with a lot of it, but because it's so. Yeah, she's created a lot of it, but she's just as in the dark as the rest of you when it comes to what I'm going to do in this place. You know, she's set up a lot of awesome things that I am using, and it's like she set the chessboard. But yeah, she set the chessboard, and she created everything, and now I'm moving the pieces, and it's yeah. I still hope you're enjoying it. I think you are. But it is like when you create the land or whatever, and then I take it over. It's kind of a passing of the baton to that person. It's like, okay, I'm bringing you this, go, and whatever the person does, they do. Which you see in art all the time. I mean, how many people does it take to make a great film or to create something in role playing? You've got, I use everything that you guys give me, and I push back, and I'm the one who has to create the landscapes and stuff. So it's really fun that you guys got to create your own lands in New Beldorador. We are we're in Lorath, and the main city is Blade's Edge, as you see there. where the party has traveled over to Pika Village. We're underneath the Ormir Mountain. There's lots of great lore that Emma has provided, and all kinds of characters. Most of the characters you're playing with are characters that Emma created, and I am just breathing life into them. But she provided the clay and some like kind of want this, kind of want that, and that's what we're doing. It's like she's made the dough, but I gotta cook it. But it's been a blast. It was the same with Sultana Surge, who did the Saracen Desert, which was the very first place that we started. Now we're over here in Lorath, and who knows where we're going to jump to next. But it's so much fun. Really enjoying it. Been a really great experience. So, and glad to be able to bring my storytelling to this and to help kind of bring this to life for the rest of you, and to have you guys play in this place that we all create together. And by your roles and by your descriptions and your decisions, we all make this kind of happen and come to life. It's really beautiful. I love doing this. It's super fun. So, okay. There's going to be, like I said, I wanted to see who is representing here. I just want to see kind of how many people are in the house to represent their respective factions, or no factions if you're not representing a faction. But how many of you will be representing guild for Wasted Breath tonight? How many? And just throw your guild sigil into chat. Just throw guild. Okay, so we have Sneak a Peek, 9, and Millie. So Sneak a Peek and Millie. I thought there were Squanto's in here. Cybegadon's in here. Squanto and Cybegadon, get your butts into Discord. Guilds in Discord. All right. So we got 2 solid figures for guild. At least there's 2. Knights of Dragonhaven. Who represents the Knights of Dragonhaven? Throw up your sign. Yeah, they're probably hiding. Okay, Papa's in for Knights. Who else is in for Knights? Who's representing Knights of Dragonhaven and their agenda? Just Papa? It can't be just Papa. You can't be the only one. Ambulancer's in. Okay, we got 2 there. Is there only 2? Are you the only 2 in your faction, in your Discord? No, brother. Because there are roles that are going to have to be made. We don't have anyone. Maybe as it gets later. Oh, another sneaky guild. Awesome Twitch name comes in. Another sneaky guild. Okay. And then, okay. Who's here for Bloodcraft? Bloodcraft is often absent or tardy. Who represents Bloodcraft? I have no idea what's going on. I just watch. It's fine. Which is fine, Willie. Watch and listen if you want to. I mean, it's fine. Who represents Bloodcraft? Oh, no. Not just Morse Kodak again. This guy's doing everything for Bloodcraft. Bloodcraft, one of the biggest, most popular factions, and he's still the only person in here. God, Bloodcraft. The school. Oh man. You gotta get everybody more active. This is crazy. Rolls a 2 for Bloodcraft's missing members. That's about right. All right, Rockbiters represent the Rockbiter clan. How many Rockbiters we got in the house? Punxsutawney, bros, I know. So we got 2 automatic that I see right there on the screen. We save the day sometimes. You guys have quite a few times, actually. So, yeah, get out the... Ooh, got the 13 out. That's an unlucky number. That's a good one to weed out. Okay, so before we begin, I want to stress that I mentioned this like on a different day, but I want to mention it now. So, we are going to level up this party tonight, which is super fun, and it gives you all a chance to kind of weigh in. Kind of what I was thinking, like what do we got here? Thrashish! What a great name! The Thrashish is in. Nice. Thank you very much. Welcome. Appreciate you being here and subscribing. And if you want to play, let everybody know, and I'll guide you through it, or they'll walk you through it, or if you don't know exactly what to do or where to go, we can help with that. Thank you for being here. Discord's pretty active. Okay. All right. Anyway, so the thing that we want to that I wanted to tell you is, so technically on the map of Belderador, and let's revisit that again real quick. So, and we'll take off Lorath real quick. So if you look at New Belderador, Thrash, you're going in with Bloodcraft. Oh, Morse Kodak. Morse Kodak is like, come to me. Morse Kodak will show you the ropes. He'll give you everything you need. Yeah, another school, another pupil. So this is New Belderador. Land 8 is Lorath. It's in the northern hemisphere, and it's almost center. It's got one road kind of pushing through there. And once again, I'll turn Lorath on so that you can see that again. That's Lorath. And now take a look again back at the... so it's land number 8 in the center there. Now, with this, the rule is any land with a city, and Lorath has a city in Blade's Edge, which is the north up there. The north up, it's right by the tip up there. Blade's Edge. That is a place where you can swap party characters. You may not swap characters unless you're in an official city. So, we are right now in Pika, which is down by the mountains. And I'll go back down. I'm going to keep doing this for you guys. We're now in the Pika Village, which is down south, under the Ormir Mountain. That is a place where we can level up. I'm going to allow you to level up these characters tonight, which is going to be super fun. But you cannot swap out party characters unless you're in Blade's Edge. So, I'm going to give you the choice right now. And this is a kind of an important one. I want to know, after we'll level up these characters, do you want to abandon the job that you're on in order to get back to Blade's Edge to swap characters, or do you want to finish this out? See, this was a little bit different for me because you started in one job and then took off in another direction, and I thought, they're kind of going to the other job. So this job is short, like a step and a half or so. You can finish this off with these characters And or you can say like, we've met the requirements. Let's head back to Blade's Edge. Or you can, I mean, it's really up to you guys, because if you head back to Blade's Edge, you can swap characters right away and you can decide on something else. If you want to finish this out, finish the adventure out, you can do that as well. But I will allow you to advance your levels. What do we need to do to finish it? It'll take the rest of tonight to finish it. You can finish it tonight, I think. If you're really slow, then it might be another night. But you could probably finish it tonight. You're just like you're like a step and a half behind. So if you want to keep these characters, you can do that, or you can decide, let's go back, swap characters, and then we'll do whatever. That's fine too. So it's really up to you what you want to do. But I think before we make that decision, I definitely, I want to allow you the chance to upgrade these characters, because maybe after you upgrade the characters, you might think, maybe I changed my mind. Maybe I don't want this party to do this, and then go back. Or maybe you say like, okay, I really like the party now. Let's go in and finish this real quick. We'll be changing characters, next time we play or whatever. So there you are with that. You'll you guys. Nobody likes Molzak? I bet Guild would beg to differ with you there. So but I am going to continue the story here. And so I'm going to give you a little bit of story, or a little bit of insight into where we are, where we left off, and I'll do that now. Let the gargoyle lord. I'm going to try and set this up the best I can for you. Let's go ahead and get started. And I'm going to ditch the camera for a little bit. All right. Kelpie tosses and turns. Before her eyes pop open. She sees Greta's face first.
Oh, you're awake. How do you feel?
Kelpie looks surprised.
Sorry. Imagine mine's not the first face you'd prefer to see. How are you?
Where am I?
We're in Pika. The village. We're still up early, helping the villagers put things back together.
But you're not.
I only tear things apart. Besides, I didn't sleep much. About to turn in for a while myself.
I don't remember anything.
Best if you rest. There.
Kelpie's in a bed. And Greta pulls a sheet up over her.
Greta, you're bleeding.
Oh, what I am bleeding? Oh, yeah, oh, yes. I shall wash up.
What happened?
Nothing. You should see the other one.
Tell me what happened.
That boy you adore, Wolf. He's not what he says he is. Rockbiter now, eh? Like you.
So he said yes. I believe him.
Well, I don't. Eye for an eye. Last night, a woman tried to crush you. And succeeded. You're alive somehow. The wolf forgave her. Let him go. And sent him off with gold, too.
I don't remember.
Well, I never forget. And I'm not so forgiving. After we settled in, I made my way back. I found them.
No. That blood.
You should rest.
The blood, though.
Rest your sweet head. There's breakfast over there when you're ready. If you're fairy type, you didn't eat anything but flowers. Found out those just been cut and cleaned. I ate some raw, but I can throw on the fire if you prefer.
No. I mean, I don't need animals.
Suit yourself. I'm gonna grab some shut-eye.
Greta, wait.
Need a perception check from Rockbiters. Kelpie needs to make a perception check. She's got a +1 to do that. Elect someone and make that roll. You'll be against Greta's DC here. It's a D20, so exclamation point D20. Now I have to roll. Jesus. Both starting out a little rough. You got pretty lucky on this one. Okay.
Greta, you're not being honest with me. You're a poor liar.
No, I promise I'm a good liar. But you're right. I couldn't find him. I went searching. I'm no tracker. I got lost. I'm a worthless monster, and that's the best part of who I am. I couldn't find him. I wanted to twist her body apart the way she did yours. Have you any idea what it's like to rage? When there's nothing to do with. When all you can do is pull up soil and knock down trees and swing aimlessly in the night. I am such a waste. I always have been. I passed out after that. When I woke, I saw a herd of deer surrounding me. I saw a beautiful buck with a spread wide as my own arms. There could have been a moment of peace between us, but the elk saw what everyone else sees when they look at me. A threat. So it charged. And I met it head on, and I tackled it, and I twisted its neck. The rest of the herd fled. I guess it got me pretty good, but I got the better of it. Back to sleep. Dream of your dwarven lover. Hopefully mine is not a face you wake up to again.
I like your face, but it's your heart that matters most. My dwarf used to say that our hearts were like lanterns, bringing brightness and warmth. I worried that I was too small, that my heart was too small, and I would never make a difference. Greta? Greta, are you awake? Rest well, sweet beast.
All right. That's where we're going to start. Kelpie wakes up a second time. This time Greta's gone. She crawls out of the bed sheets. The sun is bright and beautiful as she makes her way to the small cut window in the little hovel that she's in. She flies through the window and outside. The party's out here. Wolf is lifting lumber and helping to rebuild what looks to be a feast hall or a mead hall in the center of the town. Some of the others are helping him. Barakas Mozak seems to be instrumental in leading others into repairing some of the gates, the walls and gates. But everyone seems to be doing their part. Kelpie will fly to who for information. I will set up a straw poll real quick for you, an easy one. Here's his dogs barking. Thank you very much, Awesome Antelope. Appreciate it. Set this up real quick for you. Hold on just a moment. You can do this right here easily enough. Oh, that was Ambulancer. I didn't even see that because I was on so many other tabs. Thank you, Ambulancer. Appreciate it. Here's the thing. You're going to get 2 votes. Not just on this, but you're going to get 2 total. So you're going to get to go to 2 people before I'm going to put a time crunch on you. So she can visit one person and then visit another person. So we're going to take the top 2 of these. Make your votes. Make them count. She's looking to find out what's going on and what the agenda is of the day. She is a bit disoriented, having been crushed the previous day by a very desperate woman. You guys know what desperate women do, right? Crush you. We're now looking towards Wolf, then Molzak. Might just take that. Okay. Got about 30 seconds left to weigh in. All right. Shut this down. Wolf is going to win that. Molzak will be the next person she talks to. So she can talk to Wolf first. Finds Wolf helping a lot of the villagers trying to get this mead hall set back up again. And from what she can gather, it's important to do this because it's kind of like their main place. It is their main building. This would be the place that everybody would gather to eat together, to talk together, and to plan. And it's to not have this structure is a pretty big deal. There's still a huge boulder like half inside of this that they are trying to figure out how to move, but they're trying to reconstruct it around the boulder. All right.
Wolf!
Oh.
What are you doing?
You're building. You're okay?
I don't know. So this is Pika.
This is Pika. Not as we would have it, though.
Yes. I have a lot of questions.
Now is not a good time.
At least a few, if you'll permit.
Yes?
I don't remember what happened.
Woman and her family. I should have spoken with him, not you. You're too vulnerable. A woman snatched you right out of the sky, threatened to break you in half.
And she did.
Hey?
It is my understanding that you then let them go and gave them gold.
Hey?
Must have been quite troubled. Greta, I'm in a small cottage with Greta.
He insisted on it. He likes you. The bitter and the sweet. She hasn't done any harm to you.
No, she hasn't. What is the plan?
We must think about that. We are helping the villagers for now. The waterfall is back there. The Gossamer can take us through it or have people bring us there. From there, we will find out. Should a mist descend, we will be on our way there shortly.
Okay. Is there anything I can do?
Get some rest. And don't try to negotiate anymore.
I'm a good negotiator.
Okay?
All right. She flies past Wolf. In the more civilian type area where it looks to be a lot more just houses, she finds Molzak with a team of people who are looks like pretty organized in getting them rebuilt. He looks to be quite the foreman here in getting these things restructured. She sees him and approaches him.
Mozak!
Oh, God, now what?
Now what?
I mean, it's good to see you alive. What is it?
I don't know what we're doing.
We're rebuilding this place. And then we're going to hit the waterfall. Wolf's idea.
Well, what would you do?
Get out of here. There's nothing to be had here.
Can I help in any way?
Shoo.
And that's your correspondence with Mozak as Kelpie. So, as this is going on, he'll no, Greta's asleep. She's asleep. So, no, what you'll get to do now is level up these characters. So, get your mind out of story mode for a moment and get your mind to the D&D rules, to the books. To the books! And we're going to level up these characters, and then you know what you have to work with, and then you can decide, do we want to go back to Blade's Edge, change party characters, change missions, do whatever, because you can only do that in a city, and you can only do that in Blade's Edge. Pika is not technically a city that you can do that in, but I will allow you to level up your characters in a small city, so we're going to do that first. So, because we're using Kelpie right now, let's start with Kelpie. Now, she is currently 2nd level. As I said, she's now 3rd level. She's going to be moving up to 3rd level. So we're going to need some rolls from everybody. Invisibility, yes. As a pixie, she's going to be granted an invisibility. It's pretty strong. That'll get better and better as she gets higher level. If you can keep her going in the party, she gets the invisibility will last longer and longer. It functions as an early level spell at the time being, but she gains invisibility, which will be super awesome. So I'm gonna go ahead and write that down right now because she does. That's one of her racial qualities. So she's got invisibility. Now we've got to upgrade her hit points. Unfortunately, those are not going to be a lot. Not 20 more hit points. She's going to get 1d8 more hit points. Wouldn't you love it if she got 20? No, it'll be 1d8 more hit points. Someone will have to roll for that, and that's going to be a rock biter. So a rock biter needs to roll a 1d8 to give Kelpie some more hit points. Right now, she's only got 4. So anything's better than 4. So it'd be 1d8. We're going to be adding. It's up to you, rock biters. Whoever rolls, I'm going to assume you talked it over in Discord. Come on, roll it, you suckers. Hi, Jeremiah. And a 4. So middle of the road. That's going to put her at 8 hit points now. That's it. That's fine. 8 hit points now. Oh, crap. I'm sorry. I am sorry. I'm wrong. I forgot she has a -2 to her constitution. You're at 6 hit points. You do need high rolls. She goes up to 6. Sorry, she's got a -2 to her constitution. She's only got a 6 constitution. So she has a -2 to that every time. That was my fault. I didn't look at it. I should have told you, but I did post those in current party, so like you can see their stats. Yeah, 6. So we went from 4 to 6. Well, it's a little more. It's a little more than she had. So that's fine. She has invisibility. It will function as the spell. I can give you a rundown of invisibility. And I will do that so that you guys kind of know what you're working with. So from now on, as a racial go, it's technically a 7 or a 2nd level illusion spell, but 1 action, range touch, components VSM, eyelash encased in gum Arabic. Wow. Duration, concentration up to an hour. Concentration up to 1 hour. A creature you touch becomes invisible, and that includes yourself. You can touch yourself. Becomes invisible until the spell ends. Anything the target is wearing or is carrying is invisible as long as it's on the target's person. Now, this is probably awesome for a lot of you because you maybe thought it was just her. She can also touch somebody else and make them invisible. Pretty big bonus at 3rd level to get this. Spell ends for a target that attacks or casts a spell. So as soon as you attack or do something like cast a spell, you reveal yourself. You're no longer invisible. But pretty awesome she can make herself invisible or she can make somebody else invisible. And if she's concentrating, up to an hour. She does count as a 3rd level character now. So she can target 1 additional creature for each slot above level 2, above the 2nd level. So, actually, here's another thing to keep in mind. She can do 2 people. She can make herself invisible and somebody else, or 2 people in the party invisible. Ho ho ho! Awesome. Pretty cool. Oh yeah, that'll be an enormous benefit. Really, really good, yeah. So that'll be nice. Yeah, nice little bonus there. Why did DP's hair choose violence this day? Okay. The other thing you get with her is 1 more 1st level spell. And I'll give you kind of a list of stuff that you can look at real quick. Hey, integer. Okay, here we go. What's the next level of talk to animals do? I'll have to look at it for you. She gets another 1st level spell. Which can be, I mean, she has some of these, or has a few of these, but you've got Alarm, Burning Hands, Charm Person, Chromatic Orb, Color Spray, Comprehend Languages, detect magic, disguise self, expeditious retreat, false life, featherfall, find familiar, fog cloud, grease, identify, illusory script, jump, long strider, mage armor, magic missile, protect from evil and good, because you can use both, ray of sickness, shield, silent image, sleep, Tasha's hideous laughter, Tensor's floating disc, thunderwave, unseen servant, and witch bolt. Now, if you are curious about any of those, I want to be able to give you the full rundown. I have the book right in front of me, and I can let you know what each does very specifically. So if you are interested, and so take it, exactly, bros, take it from the point that, like, magic missile would be foolish. Anything like burning hands, unless you're going to start a forest fire, which why would she do that? She's a big fan of nature, and so you look towards the things that she would actually want to use. So, I mean, unseen servant, Tensor's floating disc, sleep. Although she's actually immune to sleep, but she can make other people sleep. Shield could help. She could cast shield on someone. Protection from good and evil. I could see her doing protection from evil. Mage armor. I could see her using identify or find familiar, featherfall, disguise self, comprehend languages. These all seem, color spray, damage. I'll read you color spray real quick. This is a first level illusion spell. It's takes an action itself, 15-foot cone, 1 round. Dazzling array of it only lasts a round. Dazzling array of flashing colored light springs from your hand. Roll 6d10. The total is how many hit points of creatures the spell can affect. Creatures in a 15-foot cone originating from you are affected in ascending order from the current hit points, ignoring unconscious creatures and creatures you can't see. Starting with the creature that has the lowest current hit points, each creature affected by this spell is blinded until the end of the next turn. Subtract each creature's hit points from the total before moving on to the creature with the next lowest hit points. A creature's hit points must be equal to or less than the remaining total for that creature to be affected. So no damage. No damage. It's kind of a blinding. It's like shooting rainbows into people's eyes. Which I could see her possibly doing, but it's blinding. Yeah, it makes it very hard for them to see. Could she use that? She could use that. I don't know. But yeah, she could use it. Sleep knocks out multiple people. Depending on how, especially when it gets stronger, but she can get multiple people. If you use sleep, I can read you sleep. Sleep has a 90-foot range. Duration is 1 minute. Spell sends creatures into a magical slumber. Roll 5d8. Totals how many hit points of creatures the spell can affect. So you're basically rolling to see, like how many you can get with their hit points. Creatures within 20 feet of a point you choose within the range are affected in ascending order of their current hit points, ignoring unconscious creatures. Starting with the creature that has the lowest current hit points, each creature affected by the spell falls unconscious until the spell ends. Sleeper takes damage, or someone uses an action to shake or slap the sleeper awake. Subtract each creature's hit points from the total before moving on to the creature with the next lowest hit points. A creature's hit points must be equal to or less than the remaining total for the creature to be affected. Undead and creatures immune to being charmed are not affected by this spell. So sleep can knock out several creatures, and it just puts them to sleep. And when they're sleeping, you can, like, this would not be approved by Kelpie, but she could put creatures to sleep. It's technically, you could slash their throats, but how can you do that when Kelpie is like, do not harm them? Do not harm them. I'm going to put them to sleep instead. So there's that. Thunderwave is yeah, you could use Thunderwave. It's in there. Unless it does damage. I don't think it does, though. I don't think Thunderwave does damage. Thunderwave, first level, 15-foot cube. You must... Oh, no. It does damage. I didn't think it did. I thought Thunderwave did something different. I thought it was just a push. It does damage on the push. So, no. Yeah, so you can't use Thunderwave. She wouldn't choose it as a spell, so you shouldn't choose it either. Unless you want to change your alignment, but I don't think that I see that at this point. Something she would like swear to herself and then never use. You'd be hard pressed on that one. Hard sell. Mage Armor is a good one. Mage Armor is like an invisible armor, kind of like an armor or shield that kind of goes along with someone, improves their armor class. But what do you guys think? What do you want? That's what you get to add on top of invisibility and more hit points. Again, there are more, so... Alarm, Burning Hands, Charm Person, Chromatic Orb, Color Spray, Comprehend Languages, a lot of stuff. Identify. Featherfall, Protection from Evil. Baracus already has Unseen Servant and Tasha's Hideous Laughter and a couple others, so, and you're going to be leveling him up as well. So... we'll do him next. Do Baracus next. Yeah, it's kind of up to guild. You're all welcome to weigh in, but it's really guild's decision. Color spray? Color spray it is. I think that's a great choice, honestly. Color spray is a wonderful choice. You can blind potential enemies. You don't hurt them. They receive this powerful rainbow, and I can have a lot of fun with that as a DM and its description and stuff. So, but I also think it's very fitting for the character. That's a character choice, so I think it's a good choice. Yep, well done. Okay, so she is done. Let's look at the others. Oh, Greta Brumley. So Greta is unaffiliated. So we need somebody who has no affiliation to a faction. I said I was going to do Brachus next, but Greta Brumley was the next card. Brachus is after her. Greta Brumley. Let's go ahead and do Greta Brumley. So we're going to do her hit points first. She has we need a D12, and she's got a +1 to that. And that will have to be rolled by somebody who doesn't actually have a faction or identify with any faction because he's unaffiliated. Or, so if you're unaffiliated, you can roll for her. Or if we find that it can also be like anybody from any faction. So, but I'll look for people that aren't affiliated first. To roll Greta's hit points. Emma is not a knight currently, unless I'm wrong and she's gone back. Pattern powered. Whoa, 10. With the +1 is 11. So, Greta just jumped from 13 hit points to 24. That's a pretty damn good leap. 24 hit points. Oh no, did she roll a D20? Oh, crap. That was a D20. Scratch. I have to scratch it. Yeah, it has to be a D12. Darn it. Such a good roll. Oh! Yeah! And not a scratch. Was meant to be 24. 24 hit points for Greta Brumley. Well done. What a way to recover. It's like, shit. Well done. The gods want Greta to live. Well, they want her to have 24 hit points, that's for sure. Very nice. Yeah, Greta has a couple upgrades that I'll let you know about. Okay, the first one was the hit points. You will have one skill upgrade, a skill that you can take. And does she have any? Hold on, I believe she has something quite awesome, actually. Here we go, hold on. Okay, this is a pretty important one. So she's moving into 3rd level. You get to choose the path of the Berserker or the path of the Totem Warrior. And there's some changes there. Fifth edition book by Wizards of the Coast. Everything is legit for 5th edition. Tasha's Cauldron of Everything. I'm not totally familiar with it. I'll have to give me a minute, but all right. So you're going to want to go Path of the Totem Warrior or Path of the Berserker. I'll read you both so that you can kind of decide where you'd like to be. First, here's Path of Berserker. For some barbarians, rage is a means to an end, that end being violence. The Path of the Berserker is a path of untrammeled fury slick with blood. As you enter the Berserker's rage, you thrill in the chaos of battle, heedless of your own health or well-being. Frenzy. Starting when you choose this path at 3rd level, you can go into a frenzy when you rage. If you do so, for the duration of your rage, you can make a single melee weapon attack as a bonus action on each of your turns after this one. When your rage ends, you suffer 1 level of exhaustion. That would be your... what would happen there? Path of the Totem Warrior. Path of the Totem Warrior is a spiritual journey as the barbarian accepts a spiritual animal as guide, protector, and inspiration. In battle, your totem spirit fills you with a supernatural might, adding magical fuel to your barbarian rage. Most barbarian tribes consider a totem animal to be kin to a particular clan. In such cases, it is unusual for an individual to have more than one totem animal spirit, though exceptions exist. Spirit Seeker would be your first. Yours is a path that seeks attunement with a natural world, giving you a kinship with beasts. At 3rd level, when you adopt this path, you gain the ability to cast the beast sense and speak with animal spells, but only as rituals as described in Chapter 10 spellcasting. So you can go to Totem Warrior, or you can go to the Berserker. She could speak to animals. Greta can speak with animals. Yeah, I'll make a poll. I'll make a poll for you. This sounds like one where you guys are torn. All right. There you go. In one, she kind of adopts a spirit animal. It's a little more focused as a barbarian. In 2, she gets pretty crazy and she goes berserker. It's total blood. It's she goes crazy in battles. Scott, you linked me Tasha's Cauldron of Everything, which is cool, but it doesn't say like what you, it doesn't detail what exactly you're looking to do with a character or what you're asking about. I'm going to give you about 30 more seconds, and then we'll move on. It's leaning towards Totem, so let me read you something. At 3rd level, when you adopt this path, you choose a totem spirit and gain its feature. You must make or acquire a physical totem object, an amulet or similar adornment that incorporates fur or feathers, claws, teeth, bones of the totem animal. At your option, you also gain minor physical attributes that are reminiscent of your totem spirit. For example, if you have a bear totem spirit, you might be unusually hairy and thick-skinned. Or if your totem is the eagle, your eyes might turn bright yellow. Your totem animal might be an animal related to those listed here, but more appropriate to your homeland. For example, you could also choose a hawk or a vulture in place of an eagle. So it's just giving you some options. Like with a bear, while raging, you have resistance to all damage except psychic damage. The spirit of the bear makes you tough enough to stand up to any punishment. Eagle, while you're raging, other creatures have disadvantage on your opportunity attack rolls against you, and you can use the dash action as a bonus action on your turn. Spirit of the eagle makes you into a predator who can weave through the fray with ease. Wolf, while you're raging, your friends have advantage on melee attack rolls against any creature within 5 feet of you that is hostile towards you. The spirit of the wolf makes you a leader of hunters. Pretty cool, huh? Yeah, that's what it's meant to be. Very, very shamanistic. Using, think about it. Totem, like a totem pole. You look at all the creatures that are there. Some really neat stuff there. Some really neat options. If you want Greta to lean that way, and Morse Codec, that's where I come in as your storyteller. I will make it work. I will make it fit. So long as you guys like it. So long as you guys kind of are like, this is what we want to do. I can do that. I can make it make sense. She does lean a little more towards Berserker, I would think. But if you guys want to go Totem, I'm cool with that, and I can make it happen. Most of your guys' complaints against Greta as a character have been that she's unreliable. Perhaps this will help if you turn her into a totem. All right. Well, it looks to me like this pulls over with, and you guys would like to go Totem. So, why don't you throw out some ideas for creatures and animals that you think Greta would gravitate towards? Do you think, and let's start easy with sea, land, sky. The honey, both of you, honey badger comes right out. So a badger, right off the bat. A badger, I think, would be treated much like a bear as far as rules are concerned. Do you like that? Okay. Let's put Totem, badger, we're going to treat that as a bear as far as the rules go. We can work at story wise and description wise. We can really work with the badger thing and make that really fun. But as far as the rules go and how we play it, we'll treat it as the bear rules, which means while she's raging, she's impervious to all physical damage. The only damage that'll hit her is psychic damage. That's scary as fuck. I'll write that down. Pervious to physical damage during a rage. But she has to rage. Okay. Only psychic will have that effect. Yeah, you don't want to mess with the psychic type. Oh, Scott, you wouldn't be able to use that because she's a barbarian, and that's a rogue. Rogue archetype. We can't go out of her realm completely. Yeah, isn't Gengar a ghost or something? All right, that's Greta. Baracus. Some really cool stuff here. He gets one more first level spell and 2 second level spells and more hit points. So, School of Bloodcraft. Who will roll for Baracus for hit points? Okay. So he gets a D6 for hit points. He has no constitutional penalties or bonuses, so it's a straight D6, guys. So 1d6. Thrashus is doing it. 4's not bad. Good roll. Okay, that puts him at unlucky number 13 for hit points, but that's good. A lot is better than 9. Good roll. Now, like I said, he gets one more first level spell. And he gets 2 second level spells. Oh, Pete, that's a rogue class. She's a barbarian, so she wouldn't get that. Now we're going to look at a list of wizard spells. So, this is Baracus. No, this is for Baracus. Oh, we're not... Okay, that's fine for Mozak, but we're not doing Mozak yet. I'll look at him when we get to him. We're on Baracus right now. I want to focus on the characters that we're doing at the moment that we're doing him. The first one is so he gets one extra first level spell. He's already got some good ones. He is a summoner or conjurer. That doesn't mean he can't do other stuff, but those are the ones he's most comfortable with. You have on your list, I think I've already listed them: Alarm, Burning Hands, Charm Person, Chromatic Orb, Color Spray, Comprehend Languages, Detect Magic, Disguise Self, Expeditious Retreat, False Life, Featherfall, Find Familiar, Fog Cloud, Grease, Identify, Illusory Script, Jump, Long Strider, Mage Armor, Magic Missile, Protection from Good or Evil, Ray of Sickness, Shield, Silent Image, Sleep, Tasha's Hideous Laughter, Tensor's Floating Disc, Thunderwave, Unseen Servant, Witch Bolt. You really don't have any limitations as far as what Baracus wants to do. He gets one of these, one more of these. He already has some. He's got 3 cantrips, but he's got Tasha's Hideous Laughter, Charm Person, and Unseen Servant. So you would not want to choose those because he's already got them. But that might be a good guide towards what you want him to do or what you feel like he would do very well.
Talk to animals.
Detect Magic is incredibly useful. Kind of nice to know when there's magic involved in something. Disguise self is nice too. Speediest Retreat. Okay. Casting time, 1 bonus action. Concentration up to 10 minutes. The spell allows you to move at an incredible pace when you cast this spell, and then as a bonus action on each of your turns till the spell ends, you can take the dash action. It was basically created to get you the fuck out of trouble. when you realize, shit, we're over our heads. That's a good one because you can use that to run. And that's why it's called that. Saved your life. That's if you want to get a character the fuck out of combat, that's one way to do it. Hey, Crows. We're looking at first level now, but keep in mind you're going to get to choose 2 second level spells as well. Baracus is becoming the wizard. So you're going to get to look at some really cool stuff for second level choices. But I do need 1 more first level spell. See anything you like? I will read you the exact descriptions from the book, should you find something that you're really interested in, so that I don't give you any. Because as a DM, I know kind of what a lot of this stuff does, but I don't want to just paraphrase, because then I might. What if I leave out something, that's important, and maybe I fuck up on like not mentioning what something is. Whew. Sneezing. So I do want to read you them so that you know, or get a good feel for it, feel comfortable with it. Thank you, Millie. First level. Yeah, Bloodcraft, this is on you guys. This is your decision. Nobody else gets to make it. It's your character. You guys make all the rules for him, and you guys make all the decisions for him. So Baracus is your character. Wizard Tiefling. So somebody has to step up and say, okay, we really like this, we want this. And I'll add it. And then you got to choose 2 second level spells. And I can go through those as well. Second level spells are fucking awesome. The spells just get cooler and cooler as you get through this game. But second level, you get to touch a lot of really good stuff where you're like, oh, yeah. Coolers and coolers. Get some cool stuff in second level. It's up to Bloodcraft. It's up to you, School, which ones you want to go with, but I do need kind of a final answer. You want the retreat? Say yes if you want the retreat. And I will add it. I have added it. Retreat is added. Okay. Now I need you to get 2 second level spells. And here's some shit in here. Alter Self, Arcane Lock, Blindness, Deafness, Blur, Cloud of Daggers, Continual Flame, Crown of Madness, Darkness, Dark Vision, Detect Thoughts, Enlarge Reduce, Flaming Sphere, Gentle Repose, Gust of Wind, Hold Person, Invisibility, Knock. Got a knock spell, don't need a locksmith. Levitate, Locate Object, Magic Mouth, Magic Weapon, Melf's Acid Arrow, Mirror Image, Misty Step, Nestel's Magic Aura, Phantasmal Force, Ray of Enfeeblement, Rope Trick, Scorching Ray, See Invisibility, Shatter, Spider Climb, Suggestion, Web. Look at all these awesome spells. Great things for you to look at. And you get 2. You get to choose 2 of them. I can read descriptions for you if you don't have a book in front of you. So let me know. Fun day to be a knight. Knock spell? I'll read it for you. It's basically like knock spell. I mentioned it in Wally's song. Knock on a door and it opens, whether it's locked or not, or whether it's barred or not, or locked or something. Pretty awesome. But let me give you the full rundown of the knock spell. Hey, Punxsutawney, thank you. That'll help people. You can kind of cruise through them without me having to. There it is. Knock. Range 60 feet. Instantaneous. Choose an object that you can see within range. The object can be, keep this in mind, the object can be a door, a box, a chest, set of manacles, padlock, or any object, another object that contains a mundane or magical means that prevents access. The target that is held shut by a mundane lock or that is struck or barred becomes unlocked, unstuck, or unbarred. If the object has multiple locks, only one of them is unlocked. If you choose a target that is held shut with an arcane lock, that spell is suppressed for 10 minutes, during which time the target can be opened and shut normally. When you cast the spell, a loud knock, audible from as far away as 300 feet, emanates from the target object. So you do hear it. It's a loud knock. And bang, that thing's open. So you could free somebody who's in chains. You could open a door. You could open a chest. If it's locked and you've got the knock spell, it's not locked anymore. Got a lot of cool stuff. These second level spells. You get 2 of them. Hey, Basky! The Mommy Milker Clan. She's Bloodcraft, all. Queen Witch. That's crazy, Emma. Thrashes, you out? Take care. Thank you. Thank you. Come back. Knock is basically a free key. Yeah, that opens up almost anything. If it's locked and you've got the knock spell, you can get yourself in. They do make sure that it's audible so people can hear. So if you're trying to be sneaky and go about it, it's not like it's loud enough that people can hear it. Oh, God. You're going to have to change that. It doesn't. Not good. Yeah. Twitch isn't a fan of Bros' name either. Bloodcraft, stay on task. We need 2 second level spells. I'll give you a minute to do that while I get up and go to the bathroom. Real quick. Okay. Do we have... What do we have? I know it's a tough decision. 2 second level spells. I mean, I could, as a player, I could sit on this for a couple hours. And usually you do. Usually I would say, like, here's your XP, blah, blah, blah. Figure out these things. Come back next week. You'd get a week to be pondering this and be like, okay, thought about this. You guys are getting them like 15 to 20 minutes, and that's about it. You don't have magic missile, but you could. That's a first level spell, though. You guys are looking at second level spells. And it's up to you guys. You've got your retreat to get you the fuck out of danger if you need. You had poke before? Poke? Poke? Okay. Okay. Yeah, I think so. I think I have. Okay. Yes, I think I have. Not very many times though. I think I've only had it like maybe, the fish cubes. Yeah, I have had it maybe like twice. Probably twice. I've had it. I had it in Newport both times. Really good. I appreciate it. Love it. That's what you make? Oh God, get over here. Get over here. Oh yeah, I definitely eat it. That's my shit. I love stuff. I love that stuff. Yeah, raw fish cubes. I'll eat them right up. Yeah. Yep. There's a poke salad. Oh, I've had it. I might have had it 3 times, but there was a salad at a place that was kind of downtown Newport, and then there was another one that at a popular restaurant that we'd go to, and I think I had it a couple times there. It was so good. Yeah, all about it. All right, are we going Thunderwave and rope trick? Is that what we're doing? That's what I'm going to write down, and let's say yes. All Bloodcraft say yes. If you don't want it, I need to see a no. Thunderwave and rope trick. Okay. Thunderwave, rope trick. Got it. Oh, that's going to be fun. You guys have picked some good ones. Okay. Now, we'll do Molzak next. I know there's so much to look at. It's almost unfair. That's why you got to study those spells beforehand, before the level up. There's so much good stuff in there. But don't worry, as you level up, you're going to be able to look at that stuff again and be like, okay, let's get on to this. So Molzak is Guild for Wasted Breath. So who wants to roll the hit points on that for the rogue? I believe that's a D8. for our rogues. Let's get that out of the way first. And I apologize, I know this takes a while. Yeah, it's a D8. Excellent. Perfect. Character sheet time. Yeah, it's I mean, this is necessary because it makes your character so much cooler. You get a wider, option for what you can do in any given situation, and it opens the story up even more. It's super fun to have it. So even though it kind of drags for a while everybody does this, everybody gets cooler characters out of it, and characters are more fun. We have better things you can do. So, oh no, oh no. The only good thing about that is Molzak does have a constitution of 14. He has a +2. So you got 3. So it goes from a 16 to a 19. So he now has 19 hit points. It's could have done better. Still, he's got that high 14 constitution. He's got a little bonus +2. So you bumped him to 19. That'll do. I don't know. It's all part of the character. It's all part of who he is, right? He's Dragonborn, but he's not like strong, like warrior Dragonborn. He's an interesting character. I like Molzak a lot. All right. What do you want to do with, so you're going to get Lizardborn. You're going to get, some cool stuff here. So you're moving on. You've already got cunning action. You're moving into roguish archetypes of thief, assassin, or arcane trickster. And you are pointing me towards that again. You want this thing. Let me see here. I'm going to take the attack. You want psychic blades? Holy shit. You want psychic blades? Whenever you take the attack action, you can manifest a psychic blade from a free hand. Make an attack with that blade. The magic blade is a simple melee weapon with finesse and thrown properties. Its normal range, 60 feet, no long range. On a hit, deals psychic damage equivalent to 1d6 plus the ability modifier used for the attack roll. The blade vanishes immediately after it hits or misses a target, leaves no mark on its target if it deals damage. Well. Okay. Is that what you want? You want that in there? Yes. Okay. You also have to choose a path, though, guys, of thief, assassin, or arcane trickster. And what do you think Molzak is? That's cool. You're going to turn him into quite a... This is a subclass of those. What is that a subclass of? You didn't send me that. You sent me just the blade thing. Oh, I have to go way up to... never mind. You chose the sharpest mind. Sorry, it was on... When I got it, it was just on that bottom part. And I thought that that was some kind of ability. Okay, so you're going sharpest mind, soul knife. You've got... Okay, so you're doing psionic power... You're going all psionics in this. Psychic blades, soul blades, psychic veil, Ren mine. Look at all this crazy stuff. Okay, so I need to write down this and save this. So you went, that was your direction. Fair enough. Okay. This being out of my normal... Yeah, I gotcha. This being out of what I know, because it's in a totally different book that I don't have. I have to do the reading on that. I'll add this for now and write it all down. I'm sure it's all fine and we can add it, but I'll have to do the research on it. I have to read up on everything. But that's your direction, which is fine. It's compatible with 5th edition and everything else. So I have Psionics Handbook here, right here beside me. It's official. It's just I'll have to... Well, it doesn't... It's okay, Dat Harass. It doesn't matter that it's... that we have it. Like, I mean, of course, I have to have the resource. But it's more that I have not read this. I don't know these things. I know I can add it. I'm saying like it can be added, but I still have to. I'm gonna have to read up on it and everything. So I will do that. But we'll go ahead and add it for now, since we've got an official on that. We're good. So now, Wolf. We've got to level up Wolf. He's going to need a D10 for the hit points. Prestige clashes, no, not right now. First off, I think they're too far away to worry about at this point, anyhow. But when we get up there, maybe after the characters get high enough, then we'll see. But Punxsutawney rolls a 5. Constitution 3 gives you +8, which means you're at... Wolf has now 31 hit points. Dang. 31 hit points for Wolf. That's pretty solid, considering he's got this great fleece, and he can be impervious to piercing and slashing. Blunt weapons still can hurt him, but 31 hit points is really nice. Good roll, good solid roll. You got the average, and then he's got the Constitution bonus to give him a +3, so he's looking good. All right, now with him, okay. Do you want Wolf to go the route of champion
Battle Master or Eldritch Knight? What do you think? Greta has more? Greta has... He's got 31 now. No, Greta has 24. Greta has 24. I can, yes. So here are the descriptions on a fighter like Wolf, who is Rockbiter. The champion, the archetypal champion, focuses on the development of raw physical power honed to deadly perfection. Those who model themselves on this archetype combine rigorous training with physical excellence to deal devastating blows. When you're a champion, it's kind of like an Olympian. You're training purposefully for battle, for these fighting techniques. You get improved critical as your first awesome thing. Beginning when you choose this archetype at 3rd level, your weapon attacks score a critical hit on a 19 or 20, not just 20. And that's your first, the improved crit. Crit on 19 or 20. And then it goes up to remarkable athlete, additional fighting style, superior critical, when you can get a crit on 18, 19, or 20. Survivor at 18th level. These are way in the future, but Battle Master. Those who emulate the archetype Battle Master employ martial techniques passed down through generations. To a Battle Master, combat is an academic field, sometimes including subjects beyond battle, such as weaponsmithing, calligraphy. Not every fighter absorbs the lessons of history, theory, and artistry that are reflected in the Battle Master archetype, but those who do are well-rounded fighters of great skill and knowledge. One of the first things you'd get would be combat superiority. When you choose this at 3rd level, you learn maneuvers that are fueled by special dice called superiority dice. Maneuvers, superiority dice, saving throws. Maneuvers, you learn 3 maneuvers of your choice, which are detailed under maneuvers below. Many maneuvers enhance an attack in some way. You can only use 1 maneuver per attack. Superiority dice. You have 4 superiority dice, which are D8s. A superiority dice is expended when you use it. You regain all your expended superiority dice when you finish a short or long-term rest. So it basically gives you more dice. Saving throws. Improved saving throws. Student of War. 3rd level, you gain proficiency with one of the artisan tools of your choice. That's pretty much Battle Master. Eldritch Knight, you're using spells. If you see Wolf using spells or want him to use spells, that is where you go. Careful study of magic alongside of your sword play or axe play or whatever you're playing with. And you get cantrips, a couple spell slots. You get 2 cantrips and 2 first level spells. So Eldritch Knight is basically like adding magic to your arsenal as a warrior. So what are you thinking? Yeah, it's up to you, Rockbiters. Roots is leaning Battle Master. Punxsutawney mentions Battle Master. We got 2 Battle Master. 2 leaning Battle Master. Was Battle Master? It's the one that gives you some extra dice. It's more of a... So think of it this way. Champion is a more honed like version of like fighting. it's very strong, specific, more focused. Battle Master has to do with history and lore, knowing battle, knowing this and that. Gives you some extra dice on some moves. The dice, the superiority dice or whatever. Yeah, you can. I'll read that. I understand it's a little bit tricky, but so if you're a battle master, you have superiority dice. And you have some extra dice, which are D8s. Superiority die is expended when you use it. You regain all your extended superiority dice when you finish a short or long rest. Saving throws. Some of your maneuvers requires your target to make a saving throw. So basically, you're getting some extra dice to make your rolls, so you can kind of use them where you need to use them for these maneuvers. You learn 3 maneuvers of your choice, which are detailed under maneuvers below. Many maneuvers enhance an attack in some way. You can only use 1 maneuver per attack. You start to learn more later. You learn 2 additional maneuvers of your choice at 7, 10, 15th level. Each time you learn a new maneuver, you also require 1 maneuver at a different time. So you have 4 D8s, and you get to use them kind of to your advantage and insert, to add on. Yeah, you got 4 D8s. 4 like extra 8-sided die that you're adding. Those are your superiority dice. It's kind of like a spell. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Like you get these extra dice that you can add to whatever. You can add them to that's a lot of D. That's 8 inches of D. 4 times 8 inches of D. But you can use that. So like you could add, so let's say you take your superiority dice. Let's say you have your 4 D8s. You want to use them. Yeah, the battle master is more of a tactician. So you're kind of deciding, okay, we're going to use this on our attack, or hey, we're going to use this on our damage. Hey, we're going to use this on 2 of these here, 1 of these here, 2 of these here, or whatever. Once they're gone, they're gone. Like a spell where you have to, it takes a short rest or whatever to start gaining them back. Like you got to have good sleep, and then once you gain them back, then you got your D8s back. But you got 4 D8s. It's like your V8. When you wake up and you drink a V8, that's what these battle masters do. They drink their V8, and then they got 4 D8s to use throughout the day, and you can add them to whatever you want to add them to. So that's kind of the battle. My stupid exclamation for what the battle master can do. It's very handy because you can kind of mess around with how you use them. Punxsutawney's got something for you right there. There's a link right there for you. The Battle Master. But a Battle Master, basically, they're just really super well-rounded. Yeah. Very well-rounded, and they look at fighting as almost like this huge field of what you can do. Punxsutawney's got a good thing there. But what do you guys want to do? because then we've got another decision coming up. Up to you guys. Then we have another decision, and then we can move kind of back into transition back into the game. Bros is yes on Battle Master. Is that what we've decided as a whole? The Battle Masters looks good. Get those D8s. Okay. Very good. Okay. So I'll write down. Perfect. Cool. Good decision. I think that that's in the spirit of Wolf. I think Battle Master or Champion are both in the spirit of Wolf. If you guys had said Eldritch, I would have been like, I don't really see it, but I would make it happen regardless. But I would have been like, that would have blindsided me. But I think that, yeah, having Wolf in there. Maneuvers. Well done. Okay. So that completes that. Yeah, Benny went Eldritch. Benny's an Eldritch Knight. The Knights wanted Benny to use a little magic. And they're starting to give him some spells and stuff. I think it's a very interesting choice. It's gonna be something pretty cool to deal with. Okay, big decision coming up, so I'll put it in the straw poll. Let's let me grab that real quick. So throw this out there. That's fine, Punxsutawney. Rope. Rope. I always needed that 50-foot hemp rope.
You gotta have your 50-foot hemp rope.
Or 60. Is it 60? It's probably 60. There's yeah. There's a pack that has. I can't remember if it's 50 or 60, but I'm sure you have rope. Somebody's got the Traveler's Pack. The Traveler's Pack. No, I don't think you have used rope yet. Well, wait. Did you use when you at the climax of the last adventure, when you're in the tomb, you may have. Yeah. I think you did. I think you had to use some rope then. With Kryn? Didn't Kryn go? Yeah, Kryn go through. And yeah, I think I think we did. I think it was the only time. This is probably the only time we've used it, but yeah. Okay. Well, I think we've got our results here. Because it was an important decision, I want to make sure that it was available for everyone. So we've got 11% of you want to go ahead and make party adjustments, go back to Blade's Edge. And the rest of you are saying like, well, let's finish this up. So we're going to finish this up. Good. Cool. I kind of anticipated that, but I was ready for whatever. Very well. All right. Give me a 5-minute break or so. And then I'm going to get everything organized better on my half, and then we'll continue from where we left off. And we'll move forward on this quest. I can't wait to get into this. I've got everything ready. Yeah, get up and stretch, get something to eat, or go to the bathroom or whatever you need to do. I will be right back. Thank you for those of you joining tonight. Be right with you.
with you in just a moment. Yo, all right. Go back to Kelpie. That's who we started with. And be a good way to lead us into here. Kelpie flies back to the I don't want to say rubble, but the torn down house that she and Greta were sharing. Greta is passed out in the bed there. She whispers into her ear, Greta, get up. Get up. It's time to move on.
Oh, no, early. So early.
Actually, afternoon now. Gossamer told us that he would lead us to the waterfall. We're all planning on going. Is there anything that you think you need before we go?
Oh, no. Okay. More sleep. I mean... So where are we going?
To the waterfall?
Waterfall? Alright. Very well. Oh, God, cranky my neck.
Thank you.
For what?
You went off to avenge me, I guess.
I did that, but I didn't avenge you.
I know, and I'm glad for that, because I wouldn't have it any other way. The thought that counts. But in the future, please don't harm anyone on my account. Come on.
Hey. Don't harm anyone on your account. Very well.
They step out into the daybreak.
Where's everyone?
They're over here. Or Gossamer.
Gossamer. I don't like Gossamer.
You don't like anyone. Hello. As I said, we can lead you to the waterfall. And if you can find out what plagues our town, we would be very grateful.
We will find out.
Will we?
Says Molzak.
I have assembled a few who know the intricacies of the cave.
Cave? You didn't say anything about a cave.
Says Molzak.
What cave?
There's one behind the waterfall. A labyrinth of sorts.
Well, I think you should have mentioned that.
We'll be fine. Says Wolf. Come. Let's go. Baracus is not so content.
No, we're going into this. Is there anything that you people can offer us? You've been into this labyrinth. You know what's in there. Perhaps something to help us along our way? What is it that you would need? Well, that's what I'm saying is that. What do you think we would need?
All right. Anything that you guys think you need before heading into this potential labyrinth, which you just discovered, if there's anything you need, now's the time to ask for it. Now's the time to say something. Anything you're thinking about, like, could we use this? Could we use that? Look at the party. Look at what you have. Animals may no way through. Potentially. Spell components are given when you get new spells, yeah. I assume that your mage has studied, your wizard has studied, they, like, whoever is learning the spell, like, they've been working on this for a while, they have these things. I'll let you know if there's no spell components or whatever, so. I am going to want a marching order from you, which is kind of like who's in front, who's in back, who's in the middle with your characters. Let's get that going real quick. It doesn't mean you can't change it, but for the time being, because there'll be things that might randomly happen to a character that I will roll. It also tells me, like, who's on the front line, like if you run into something, who sees it first or whatever, but so we might want to look at that real quick. Who do you guys feel comfortable with in front? It's usually the front and the back that everybody's kind of like, Wolf has 31 hit points now, Millie. Wolf has 31 now. He has the most hit points of anybody in your party. No, it's fine. It's like he's way up there now. Yeah, he's 31. And can't be harmed by slashing or piercing weapons so long as he wears the ram's fleece that he's wearing. So everybody good with putting wolf in the front? Say yes. We can get this solved real quick. Wolf in the front. Okay. Wolf is in the front. I don't see anybody that really is bothered by that. Wolf in the front. Okay. Slashing or piercing traps. It would kind of depend. I'm gonna make him impervious to most of that. It would have to be something kind of special or something that very devious on my part. But who's in the back? Greta in the back. Everybody, who wants Greta as a caboose? If you want Greta as the caboose, put yes. Okay. Very good. All right, middle stations. Who follows Wolf? Who follows Wolf? Who's right behind Wolf? Who's whispering in Wolf's ear? Punk's order. Who likes Punxsutawney's order? If you like that, just type yes. If you're like, I don't know about that, then type no. I don't see any no's right off the bat, so I think Punxsutawney's nailed it. So we're going to put Molzak right behind him. Baracus in the middle. Kelpie is between Baracus and Greta. Very well. Good enough. Thank you. Okay, now that we've got that solved, we're going to start moving closer here. Do you want anything? Before you go, is there anything you're thinking like, we should get this before we go? You want a pole? Rope and pole. Ten-foot pole or a long branch. If you want a pole, I don't know that you can find a pole, but you could find a long piece of timber that's maybe close. And it's not a pole. It's not like easy to climb or anything. It's just a long piece of wood. It might be kind of gnarly and bent or whatever, but you could probably find one of those. About maybe you could take like a 8.5 foot one, or possibly one that's 13 feet. Who's carrying that motherfucker? Who's carrying that? Are multiple people carrying that if you want that? I get it. So you want something that you can kind of stretch out in front of you? I think that if you're looking for something like that, this kind of light that you can actually move around, maybe around like a 6 or 7 foot stick. So you're looking for something like that. I'll give you that. There's no cost. This city, Pika's in shambles. You can probably find something like that. I wouldn't say it's exactly 10 feet or anything, but you could probably find something that's 6.5, 7 feet that you feel comfortable using. That would have to be Wolf if he's in the front. So you're going to give that to Wolf? Light source, you guys didn't take a lot before you left, so you don't have much. No, because I would assume you would just drop the stick. You know, like if you're thinking, okay, we're in danger, that stick you just drop it, right? You just drop the stick, and you're not holding on to that while there's a battle going on. So I wouldn't penalize you. I would just say it's not in your hands now. Wolf is human, but a lot of you can see in the dark. So the torch isn't a huge thing, but the guy who's in front might have something to say about that. Wolf is human. He cannot see in the dark. Everybody else can. So yeah, the dark vision will probably get you there, but Wolf can't see. So that might mean like maybe you want to shift Wolf out of the front because he's a human and he can't really see. Yeah, if you've got a torch, Molzak could carry the torch, but Molzak's gonna have to stay close, because if there's danger, then that could be a real issue if it gets dark. You do have some travel rations. You'll be okay for food, but you didn't bother with light sources. You didn't bother with torches or anything. That would have to be that would be a Rockbiter decision if they want to move Kelpie. I think that I don't know. I set up an interesting relationship between Kelpie and Greta at the beginning. But and then you guys set up an order. I didn't choose the order, but she's between Baracus and Greta right now. I think she'd be okay with Greta. You might be all right with that. But if you want to keep rock biters together, then that's a rock biter decision to do that, I think. They might be fine with where she's at. Yeah. You might not want Wolf in the lead. Bros doesn't care. Like, I don't care. But yeah, Wolf, it depends on what you like. If you do you still want Wolf in the lead? Kelpie floating wherever. Is Wolf still good to be in the front? You guys still cool with that? He can't see. That means Molzak's got to have a torch. You can get Wolf, or Wolf can have a torch, but somebody's going to have a torch for Wolf because he can't see what this is saying, like, we don't even know if you're going into the dark. I didn't even say you're going into the dark. You guys are like, what if we go into the dark? I didn't say you're going into the dark. You're headed towards a waterfall. You're going behind a waterfall. You don't know, like, what it's going to be like back there. Yeah. You have no idea. Behind a waterfall. But I didn't say anything about what's behind the waterfall. You don't know what's behind the waterfall. All right. You're led up to the base of the Ormir Mountains. Huge mountains. One of the guides that Gossamer gave to you points up and up and up and up. Once upon a time, there were dragons up there. Knights of Dragonhaven posted themselves at a careful distance. Heroes came, slay those dragons. Pika was formed for those heroes during the descent. We all hoped that they would come back, and we built a celebratory city for their return. We were hopeful. Many of us stood at the edge of the mountain waiting for them. Grandparents of grandparents, generation upon generation. They did return, and we had peace in this land. Pika Village, my friends, holds a lot of history. It's important to keep it so. We follow this small river
to its end. There's a pool. This is where the mist first rolled in.
Mist rolled in from this pool,
says Mozak.
What are we dealing with?
Brachus puts his hand up.
Mozak. We knew that. We'd have already solved this puzzle. I still think it's Neona.
Well, who's Neona?
A pupil. More than that, a headmaster.
So some school of bloodcraft, sorceress or something.
Or something, yes. Lead us forward.
Hey, says Wolf. They move forward into the mountains, over some pools of water. There are tiny falls. There's a lot of mist and spray. Rock chasms, tiny trails. Everybody's working their way around them.
Where's this waterfall?
Says Wolf.
Not too much farther. I don't like this,
Says Kelpie.
You don't like it? My fat feet can't walk along this trail. God. Also, my stomach's upset. I shouldn't have eaten so much of that stag.
Move their way around. Pretty soon the falls become clear. There's a huge pool beneath it. Fall stretches up maybe 50 feet high.
There it is. Beautiful, isn't it?
Hey, it's Wolf.
Beautiful. Cow spitting water's all I see.
Says Greta.
I think it's very beautiful. The way the sun hits it. Can you see the colors bouncing off of it? I'm inspired by the colors.
You would be.
Brachus Con.
Let's get to what's behind the waterfall. Enough of this illusion. I suspect you and yours will turn around soon.
I'm sure they will.
Says Mozak.
Oh yes. We will turn around. Follow this path along to the other side. There is a bridge. It will lead you to the top end here. And carefully carved stairs that lead behind this waterfall. But we shall not go any farther.
Course you shan't. Piss off.
Very well.
We have a hold. Hold! Anything you want to do at this point? You're about 120 feet from the actual fall itself. Like, it's pretty close. It's like it's right up in there. Like, it's very close. You can see the path that he's talking about, and there is a bridge leading over to like a place where you could possibly get behind it. But you could get behind this waterfall if you jumped in the pool and like tried to swim up. But there's a pretty high sort of embankment of rock that's going to keep you from doing that. So you will have to go around, hit the bridge, and then come in. What do you want to do? Hey, crows we can talk to. There might be fish in the water. There might be lizards in the rocks. I can't account for the music. You want to talk to... What do you want to do, if anything? Nobody has detect magic that I know of. For certain, yes. Yes, Emma. So, you guys, move around the path, getting closer and closer to the bridge. It's not a huge bridge, but it does cross a bit of water, and you wouldn't want to fall off it or through it. You come to that bridge. Check for traps. Unseen servant. An unseen servant really can't check behind the falls. It can't tell you anything. It's kind of like having a physical hand that's invisible. Like you would just put that behind there and it wouldn't really be able to find you know, it can't really tell you anything. It can walk through. Yeah. But it's like a floating hand, basically, that kind of does your bidding. And you realize, like, if it crosses the bridge and goes behind the waterfall, it's going to get out of range. Kelpie could use invisibility, yes. You know, it's a little bit too long for that. It's not a big bridge, but there's not a lot of range on that unseen servant, though. You could investigate on the bridge if you would like to. Come to a consensus here in the next minute. I know there's a lot of ideas bouncing around, and it is important, but you guys need to figure it out real quick now. A D20 if you're detecting for traps. Who's making the roll? Who's detecting for traps? Molzak? Everybody's saying investigate too. He can investigate. Investigate the bridge with Molzak. He's got investigation. He's got a +2. Oh. Ouch. Molzak's in a foul mood. Walks up to the bridge. He's been slipping on the rocks. He's in a foul mood. Looks at the bridge.
Prefer not to cross it, but we have to cross it. I trust it enough. I don't know. I don't fucking know. I say if we go across it, and then we do it one at a time. Let's not all get on the bridge at the same time. How about that? I'll go first if that's what you need.
I'm going to take Wolf first, and we're going to go in the marching order, if that's okay with everyone. If that's okay, say yes. If you're going to change it up, say no. Or if you prefer to change it up. Or have a different strategy altogether. Wolf going first, okay. Humbug. The rope along the side of the bridge is taut. The bridge itself is big planks of wood It sways a little bit as Wolf begins to cross it, but it seems pretty sturdy. He moves across it very quickly, reaches the other side.
Tom!
Molzak gets on the bridge.
This god cheating. Going behind the waterfall. Here we go, behind the waterfall. God. What is this? Something jumps out of me, swear to God. We're vulnerable on this bridge. We're vulnerable on this bridge.
He crosses okay. Baracus follows.
What have I got to lose?
Walks across it without using the rails. Just takes slow steps across. Kelpie shrugs, flies over the bridge. Greta is next.
Course I suppose I hope this can carry my weight. Oh boy, here we go. Be right with you. Hold on. Hold on. Used to be I was afraid of heights. Now I don't care.
She does somersaults across. Jumps up.
Ha ha ha! Turns out it's safe, huh? I don't know what you guys are worried about. Hey, what's that?
Well,
Right over there. What's that?
you turn. There is what looks to be a creature of the Fae, or a sprite or pixie or something. It looks to be about 1.5 to 2 feet tall, floating kind of under the waterfall, but definitely towards the area that you're headed. It is a female, wet, draped in what looks to be green tendrils or ferns. There's purple hair. Skin is bright white.
Oh. Lad,
Says Baracus.
is well. Greetings, my darling.
Baracus.
How come you to this waterfall?
How come you?
As a friend, of course.
I can smell your cock from here.
I assume you mean cockatrice. Yes. I have the cockatrice parts of the truth serum that I have heard can be put together.
By whom?
Pupils of Bloodcraft.
And is that what you seek here?
No, we do not. We're looking for Nuona. Is she behind that waterfall? Is she behind all of this?
Not just her. It was a wager. You can imagine that. He's lost many times.
Who else is behind this?
Behind this, wouldn't you like to know? Let's see if you can find out.
The bridge collapses. Luckily, none of you are on it. But now there is no way back. There is only in.
What was that all about, Baracus? You know more than you're letting on.
Well, Moon and Pun. Hey, Iana has placed herself in debt. Wild. Explains a lot. But let us venture forward, no?
I don't like this. If you know anything you're not telling us, you tell us now.
I don't know anything. Wolf, lead on. Forward. We go through.
Well, it's because we can't go back,
Says Greta.
Well, Kelpie can go back, but she can't carry me.
Behind the waterfall is a jutting white spray of water. Really beautiful. These wet rocks, some of them very slippery. Gather your way around. Everyone will have to make a dex check real quick. Starting with your marching order. Thank you, Grifster. Wolf, dex check. Rockbiters. Good. Mozak, Guild for Wasted Breath. Roll. Excellent. Mozak has no problem. Baracus,
Excellent. Baracus across easily. Kelpie, rock biters, roll. $15. He flies. She had a really fucking good bonus to that. So even if you rolled really fucking low, she was gonna pay. Yeah. I was like, she's got a major advantage on this one. So like, I still have to roll it, but like, I was like, unless you get a 1, she's not gonna fail. Greta Brumley. Greta Brumley is unaffiliated, so anyone who's objective can roll, or anyone who's truly unaffiliated who really doesn't care about the faction should roll. But anyone can technically roll for Greta. Anyone? Okay, go ahead and roll. Oh, Merc! Oh, not Merc. That's right. Merc, you can roll on the next one. Oh, you are very lucky. Emma rolled before you, and I gave her the go-ahead because I didn't see if you're going to go. And you're right below. No, that's okay. That's actually good. You dodged a bullet there. She crosses okay. Very lucky on that. That two would have changed the order of things. All right. You slide down a little bit down below the waterfall. It's not so much a cave, a crevice, a crack of stone, but where you end up, totally different. It's open, as if you've come out of the other side of a mountain. With these huge corals built on top of each other, coral reefs in front of you. Looks like a giant maze. There's water from an ocean, it would seem. Even though there's no ocean near here. Crashing and moving up against the rocks. Moving over the path that you're on, moving through the path that you're going to take. You all marvel at a sunrise on a horizon you've never seen in this land. Magical, says Baracus. We are not where we think we are. Move forward. Everyone moves straight. It looks like a giant maze on the ocean. Like I said, like these huge mounds of rocks and sea coral and shells inside of the rocks. An ocean that kind of bursts through and over.
What the hell are we supposed to do with this, Baracus?
It looks like a maze. We find our way to the center. Or to its end.
How do we keep track of where to go? Do we have enough rope to follow back should we fail? What are we walking into? Tiefling? Hellspawn?
Watch your tongue. This would be Pun's doing. Don't believe anything you encounter. Let instinct guide you. They in some places they're maybe 10 feet high. Some places they go up to as much as 20 feet high. Sometimes they dip to really low where it's 3 or 4 feet where you can actually kind of jump up and see over.
I feel like I could guide us.
Says Kelpie. What you see is not what's here.
I know. That's why I think I can guide us. Everyone fall behind me, if you would.
Will you? Okay.
Follow me.
He flutters ahead.
Now we're following her. I suppose so.
Yes. He's familiar with this magic more than I. I bring things into the world. She lived here before I came along. Come. Everyone follows Kelpie as she moves forward. She closes her eyes sometimes and leans through rocks.
What is this?
False wall. Follow her. You start moving through walls, coming out in other places.
Not much farther.
She goes through another wall, passes along straight.
Where are we? Down!
Says Greta.
You suppose to hear us coming? This crazy one.
Greta, be quiet.
That's just me being quiet.
You will need to make one check for Kelpie. A D20. You have a small bonus. It's got to be rock biters, yeah. $14. Kelpie puts her hands out and moves gracefully through another wall straight ahead of her.
I like this. We go straight through walls.
Greta says,
Quiet.
moving through the wall. You end up in a stone, not really a room, but with a circular space with these huge coral rocks surrounding you. There's a great pool in the middle. There are now 3 fairies before you. There's Vel, the purple-haired fairy that is dripping with wet green leaves. There's another fairy who is very pale white and shines very bright. Her eyes alone are luminescent. Her hair is bleached an incredible white. And another one with a red dress who looks to have really red lips, bright blue eyes, giggling. Baracus recognizes them. Moon. Pun. I assume the 3 of you have led us here for a reason.
Oh, yes.
Says Vel. They all 3 disappear in a snap. They're invisible. You hear Kelpie curse. Fuck. And she disappears, invisible. Kelpie is now invisible and gone. You sense that there is something going on. A fight, something magical. There is some distress. You hear Kelpie's voice. To the bottom! Go to the bottom! The bottom, says Baracus. Looks down.
The bottom. We're supposed to go into the pool. That's what she said. Let's go in the pool.
Greta cannonballs into the pool. Wolf watches. She really is crazy. Sinks to the bottom. There are little splashes in the water here and there. The rest of you will have to make a choice. There really is no place to go except back. You can go backwards, or you can jump into the pool. Greta's already dived in. Kelpie seems to be at war, in some invisible war with these fairies. Baracus. School of Bloodcraft. What will you do? You can stay out of this. You don't have to go in there. You can jump in or you can wait. Or you can cast a spell. There's other options. Let me make that clear. You've got spells. You've got things you can do. You don't have to jump in the water. You don't have to just leave. You can figure something out. Kelpie told everyone to go into the pool. Greta sinks and she's gone. You don't even see Greta anymore. You can't ask Greta if the water is cold. She's gone. She is sunk down to the bottom. What do you want to do with Unseen Servant?
What do you want to do with that hand? Well, unseen... Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, well, it's not just specifically a hand. I'm sorry. But servant, what are you doing with the servant? Unseen servant usually performs actions that a hand could. But what are you doing with it? What would unseen servant do for you? Also, you have to concentrate on that. Like, if Baracus jumps in... his concentrate, I'm going to definitely give you a save, like a check, to concentrate on that spell. And who knows how far down he's going and what he's thinking. Like, how do you... A fake Baracus? Hold on. What are you thinking? No. Let me read this to you real quick. That's not gonna... Okay, unseen servant. Duration is an hour. 60 feet. Spell creates an invisible, mindless, shapeless, medium force that performs simple tasks at your command. The servant springs into existence in an unoccupied space on the ground within range. AC 10, 1 hit point, strength 2. Can't attack, drops to 0 hit points, spell ends. Once on each turn, as a bonus action, you can mentally command the servant to move 15 feet and interact with an object. I'm trying to look for... But it's invisible. So it's not... Yeah, it's not invisible. Like, you couldn't do a fake Baracus. It would be invisible. That's what I was looking for, mostly, I guess. But the servant can perform simple tasks, blah, 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 as such as a servant could do. Fetch things, clean, mend, fold clothes, blah, blah, blah. So you could leave a servant there, but it's invisible. It's not... You couldn't have it, like, do... Like, it wouldn't look like Baracus or anything. You could use that, Pete, but it would only be your party right now. As I said, Greta has disappeared. The fairies are all invisible, and Kelpie is invisible. So all Molzak sees is Baracus and Wolf and Greta. So you could, I mean... You could attempt to speak telepathically with them, but I'm not sure what your intentions are there. Brock Myers agreed. Wolf jumps. Into the pool. Sinks. Down, down, down. Disappears. What do you mean the Bloodcraft person? Your character is Baracus. You're thinking of Neona, who I mentioned tonight as well. But I haven't, she's not present. You haven't seen her. True. True. There's no tree. I didn't mention any trees here. There is nothing for you to tie rope to. You would have to have someone else hold it or something. There's nothing to tie rope to. And that'd be a pretty quick, like, there's I love your idea, like, but Molzak with a jump. Damn it. Jumps. Any animals around? Well, all right, everyone jumps in. Everyone jumps in. There's this plummeting through the water, this sinking sensation. When you're almost out of breath, you burst through a surface as if you'd come up. But then you fall through air and hit solid floor. You're wet, sopping wet, as you pull yourselves up. More of a maze, more coral rocks, a lot more moss this time. But there's a path ahead of you. You haven't seen Kelpie, no sign of her. Wolf's been shouting for her. As you start heading into the maze, you turn back around for one last look at what happened. You see another waterfall. Looks identical to the one you jumped into, leading into the pool. Suddenly, with a splash, Kelpie appears again, bursting with wet water.
Come on, you guys. Hurry up.
She goes back into the waterfall.
What is this trickery?
Someone make an intelligence check. Any character. Pete, you made a roll, but you didn't say what character. And so I can't use that technically. Because I have no idea. Like, are you doing Molzak? Molzak with a 6? You have to choose did you... Right. All right, Molzak it is with the 6. I don't think... Okay, you do have a +2. But...
Let's all go to the waterfall or to the pool. What does it matter?
Molzak runs around to the waterfall, dives forward, smacks straight into the wall. There's no way to get through here.
Into the pool, then,
He says, jumps into the pool, sinks again to the bottom.
Okay,
Says Greta.
you guys say I'm impulsive. What was that, huh? What are we doing here? I mean, I'm with him. If we want to jump back in there, we can.
You have a second shot to make an intelligence check, but you have one less character to make it with. Okay, assume that's for Arrakis then. He's got a +4. Okay. I don't think that was Kelpie. Let us turn around and continue the maze. I believe that was Pun. What about Molzak? Him anywhere?
I don't want to leave him behind. He's a pretty good lizard. Did we bring any rope?
I think he'll come out fine on the other end. Let us continue. You can stay here, figure out something else. If you want to do that, say yes. If you would like to follow Baracus further into the maze, say no. I see no's, so I think you guys are deciding to follow Baracus further into the maze. That's what we're going to do.
Hey, Baracus. How do you know which way to go in here? Magic?
I don't know which way to go, Greta.
Oh, good, and I can lead.
I suppose it wouldn't make much difference. Wait. Wolf? Baracus. What do these Fae want?
They... tricksters. They want to have a little fun with us, I suppose.
Is there any way to avoid all of this?
To opt out of this, yes, maybe. We could be charmed.
Everyone will now save versus charm. This is a d20 roll for your characters. Hold on tight for a second. I need to check on a spell real quick. Okay, good. Save versus charm. Yes. So roll a d20. You'll use your charisma modifiers on this one. You're basically going against the spellcaster. In this instance, I've given you it's not too high, and I've given you some bonuses, but you also have your own individual abilities, so. Thank you. I appreciate you putting that +3 after that. It's helpful. Oh, shoot. Punxsutawney, thank you for the roll. Kelpie's not really in the party right now, so you didn't have to roll that for her. She's still she's gone. But Wolf, you did need to roll for. No, that's I didn't express that, but. Very good. Thank you, Det Harass. All right. The only thing we have is we have Greta, right? Greta's here. I believe Greta is still here. Molzak dived. He took a dive. He's not with us right now. I think it's Wolf, Breckus, and Greta. Unless did I say that Greta Molzak dived into the water. Greta's in the water. Did Greta go? I don't think Greta went. What do you mean you missed that, Pete? You're the one who sent him in the water. I think Greta still needs to roll. You left Molzak, but did I thought Greta did a cannonball. That was earlier. I'm pretty sure Greta's still with you. Greta, her charisma surprisingly is not terrible. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Okay. Okay, so Greta's got a 9 total. All right. So Wolf looks around.
If you squint your eyes, this place disappears. They're over there. Run.
He bolts. He sees Kelpie flying around with these other 3. Baracus tries to squint his eyes.
Oh, well, if only magic were this easy all the time.
And he begins to stride towards where the action is. Greta.
Close your eyes. I don't see anything. Where are you guys going? Oh, God. Left me on again, I suppose. Sit here and dip my legs in the pond. You guys come back when you're ready for it, huh?
All right. Very important role right now. And it's Kelpie. She needs to make a save. And this, I've got something cool planned if it works, but she's got to make a save. It's a charisma save. She's got a +3. Somebody's got to roll for Kelpie. Ho ho! Punxsutawney! Wham! Wham! Very good, Punxsutawney. There's a good, solid roll. Good. Kelpie's going to come out on top on this one. All right. So as the others are rushing towards where everything is happening, Molzak
shoots backwards out of a pool of water and lands flat on his back, spitting out water. He's going to take some damage, 1d6. I'll roll that because I'm the DM. I'll roll your damage against you, but he takes some damage as he lands flat on his back and spits out water. Wolf and Baracus, they don't have to worry about it. They are running hard towards where this is going on. The maze that's been here of these coral rocks just parts and clears and falls apart, and you're just in like an area that would be around the waterfall. It doesn't, like, there's no maze or anything. It was all illusion. Greta is sitting on the bridge, and she thinks she's getting her feet wet, and they're not getting any wetter. And she's like,
Oh, God. What is here? You guys didn't tell me you were going behind the waterfall. Go, die.
she gets up, stomps across the bridge. I'm going to roll damage on Molzak real quick. You can take my word for it, or you can ask for the decam if you want. Doesn't matter to me. I swear to give you a truthful roll, though. Okay. 1. It's a 1. That's a 1. 1 point of damage for Molzak. That's easy. So he didn't get very hurt in it. All right. Now you see Kelpie before these three, and they're very upset because all of this illusion has been dispelled. They all open their mouths. And they breathe this white mist that starts to flow from their mouths and starts to curl up. Kelpie rushes back to you. They're calling her. Neona's coming. Neona's coming. Neona. Neona, Wolf. One I told you about. We will negotiate or die. That's the end of our evening. I hope you enjoyed it. Could have a black robe on next week. And that is it for tonight. Tomorrow is next week is the throwdown. Neona is about to appear. This is a School of Bloodcraft sorceress. And it's going to go down hard. A lot of cool things could happen, though. I mean, we've got the cockatrice. We could get the truth serum. That's possible. We could get into a battle that could get really bloody. I hope that doesn't happen, but it could. There could be some things. Yeah. I have a great surprise. A great surprise for you, and with what's gonna, like. Don't think you know how it's going to start right away. I've got something really fun in store for you next week. Been planning this one for a long time, so I already know how this goes. So don't try to plan ahead too far, but do have some options. Do get into your Discord and start talking about, well, okay, what if this happens? What if this happens? That's smart playing, but don't anticipate too much, because I've already got this one kind of locked in, and you'll have many options to do lots of things and to really work with your characters and to do something special with your characters that could really affect the outcome of this. But you don't exactly know what you're walking into, and that's just what I want. So. Yeah. Maybe you take Neona down. I mean, I don't want to stand in your way. I don't want to. I want you to know that this is it, though. This is the end of the job. Technically, we took a little longer with the. I thought we'd actually get through this tonight, but we took a little longer with the character upgrades. But I think it was totally worth it, because you have so many great options now that you would not have had if we didn't do that. So. Getting the characters leveled up was really important. So you have more options next Wednesday. So. All right. Well, thank you guys for the role play. I appreciate you being here and participating in this. This means a lot to me. This is a very it's a very important night to me. Every Wednesday is very important to me. These is just fun, just fun. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. We got to do a little bit of everything. We got some story stuff. But we also got some level up, some management, party management. Now, and we're back into plot and doing things. We have the climax of the job next Wednesday, and then you'll be back at Blade's Edge, and you can switch up parties, and we'll start looking at what we want to do from there. Whether you want to stay in Lorath, whether you want to go someplace else. There's still more to do in Lorath. There's plenty here, so. But I really enjoy having your company on these nights, and you guys are always great. You guys do a really good job. It does take a lot of work. It takes a lot of work, and it's labor of love. So somebody check on Zeke and the shitter. Alrighty. Well, it's been wonderful.